Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best developers and software engineers laptops.
Starting at number 5.
Samsung 14-inch Galaxy. Samsung is inching closer to perfection with its Galaxy laptops, and the Galaxy Book 3 Pro might just have what it takes to be your next partner. Samsung made the swap to a full aluminum chassis, bringing a more premium feel, but also upping the weight to 3.4 pounds, 1.56 kilograms. There's room for one of the biggest touchpads we've ever seen on a laptop, but its offset placement will take some getting used to. In the same vein, you get a full keyboard with a numpad, but keys only have about a 1mm travel. The 16-inch display provides plenty of room to multitask while programming and developing, and Samsung finally made the jump to a 16:10 aspect ratio. The screen has a crisp 2880 by 1800, 2.8K resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate, with an AMOLED panel. XDA's Woods summed it all up, saying in his Galaxy Book 3 Pro review that OLED brings vibrant colors, the pixels made it sharp, and the refresh rate makes it smooth. With dual Thunderbolt 4 and HDMI, you can of course easily connect to external monitors. Other ports include USB-A, a micro SD card reader, and a 3.5mm audio jack.
Coming at number 4.
HP Dragonfly Pro Chromebook. Programming and development? On a Chromebook? Absolutely. Google's Chrome OS has advanced by leaps and bounds in recent years, and if you've ever dismissed it just as a fancy browser that runs on cheap laptops, it's time to see what 2023 Chrome OS looks like. Yes, most Chromebooks are still affordable laptops, but that's also one element that makes them attractive, particularly to beginner programmers and developers. You could spend a significant amount less on the best Chromebooks compared to a Windows laptop or a MacBook, and still write all the same code. Inside the HP Dragonfly Pro Chromebook, you'll find a 12th Gen Intel Core i5-1235U processor with Intel Iris-Xe integrated graphics, 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM, and up to a 256GB PCIe SSD for storage. On a Windows laptop, this spec sheet would be ample but nothing outstanding. But Chrome OS handles its business much differently from other operating systems with web-based storage and apps. The keyboard here is infused with RGB lighting, and it's flanked by quality top-firing speakers. Even the webcam is good with an 8MP resolution.
At number 3.
Apple MacBook Air M2. Something can be expensive but also have great value, and that's exactly what the MacBook Air is in this case. At the heart of that is the Apple M2 processor. Lots of people sing its praises for a multitude of reasons, but they're usually all accurate. For the price of the MacBook Air, there's not a lot out there that can outperform it. At the top of this list sits the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and the reasons to get a MacBook Air for programming are very similar. Apple's switch to custom ARM processors has given new life to the MacBook family and real performance gains over Intel or AMD-powered Windows machines at similar price points. The MacBook Air M2 includes an 8-core CPU with either an 8-core or 10-core GPU and Apple's 16-core neural engine. Memory is naturally not upgradable, so the 8GB, 16GB, or 24GB you choose at purchase is all you get. But even with only 8GB, the MacBook Air is a surprisingly strong performer. One of the additional benefits of the Air over the MacBook Pro is being more power efficient. So while the battery is physically smaller, you can expect similar longevity and certainly more than you'd likely expect on a comparably priced Windows machine.
Number 2 of my list.
Dell XPS 159000. If you like the idea of the MacBook Pro, but you'd rather stick with Windows, the Dell XPS 15 2023 is the perfect alternative. In many ways it's the MacBook Pro of Windows, blending an exquisite design with stunning build quality and blistering performance. But without the fruit logo on the lid, it's more understated. Wrap the whole package together, and you have the top Windows laptop for programming. The fact that you can dual boot Linux on the XPS 15 can't go unmentioned. It makes the laptop so much more versatile for developers working across platforms. Dell has plenty of options when it comes to specs, but, unlike many smaller laptops, you have the freedom to upgrade them yourself. If your initial budget only stretches to 16 GB of RAM, that's fine. When the time is right, you can upgrade that to 32 GB or beyond yourself. Programmers will usually be looking for a lot of RAM, and on the XPS 15, you don't have to cough up for it all up front. The same goes for the storage, with Dell using standard PCIe SSDs that you can upgrade yourself whenever you need to.
And number 1.
Apple 2023 MacBook Pro. Apple's jump to using ARM in its Mac hardware has made for significant gains, and the new MacBook Pro delivers incredible CPU performance, strong GPU performance, and exceptional power efficiency, which in turn leads to fantastic battery life. Senior editor Ben Sin even remarked in his MacBook Pro 2023 review that battery life is jaw-droppingly good. You'll likely still want to turn to something like the Dell XPS 15, see below, if you're mainly in the x86 realm or if you plan on frequently using Linux. This is due to the MacBook Pro using an ARM processor. You can use Rosetta software for developing x86 on a Mac, but it can quickly become problematic when compiling projects or testing. If you aren't developing for ARM, you'll likely have a better time with a more versatile laptop. Otherwise, Apple's MacBook Pro will be a great fit as the best 16-inch laptop on the market.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.